Did you just choose yourself? Did you just choose yourself? Something's telling me that you are finally, truly, not just learning, but integrating and getting initiated into actually choosing yourself and ultimately loving yourself and choosing you and learning to trust yourself. You're learning to trust yourself in a way that you've never really felt fully within before, because you are no longer allowing yourself to betray what is resonant for you, what is true for you. And because you're not allowing betrayal, you're building that trust, you're building that love, which is you're building the guidance within to know what is and is not for you. And it feels like you just went through, or you're going through a period of really facing a pattern, facing an old way of being. You're facing some sort of pressure, and what you're doing with that pressure, with the experience that's coming through, what you're doing with that is kind of surprising you. It's surprising you, but not really, because you already know you had this power within to actually go through these circumstances again and again to a point where you were truly evolving, and to a point that you're recognizing the evolution within you, to a point where you are actually seeing an old version of yourself let go, an old version of yourself no longer taking over or making the decision or going down that path. Like, you are noticing this new way of being is becoming more and more ingrained and carved into your way of being. Like, you are witnessing the truth of who you can really become by making this choice and falling more and more into who you truly are. Making this choice and really seeing the freedom in it, even if there's pressure to face the things that you're confronting, even if there is a suppression or whatever ways of being that have limited you from being in your full expression and full embodiment. You're seeing that your power is so much greater than that power or suppression, than that pressure or suppression. You're seeing that your inner power and your inner knowing, your inner love, your inner being, your energy is so much more powerful than the things that are trying to keep you from being who you truly are. You are so much more powerful, and you're witnessing that through your choices and through what you're confronting currently as you're watching this. What you have been faced with and what you're really discerning through. Confirmation. And you see that even if you're like beating yourself up or like still unsure of like the way that you're being or the choices that you're making, and you're like, is this for my betterment, or am I making the same mistakes? Am I making the same choices? And it can kind of look the same, but you're realizing that it's more about feeling, and the feeling is different. There's still levels of grief and things that you will go through in making decisions and making choices and being who you are, because it's a grief, it's a process of letting potentialities go, or letting those possibilities of what could have been if you had made just a different choice or decision, or letting even old versions of yourself go and grieving them and honoring them. It's really about honoring and doing so in a way that you can allow it to truly let go and integrate as you go through this initiation. You're choosing you, you're loving you. That shit was good, you know? Like, know that you can trust yourself when you truly remain grounded and in your own sense of inner knowing, and seeing that you can trust yourself through your own actions and through your own patterns, and saying like, like, I am making different choices, I am operating differently. When you see the trend happen over time, you're like, oh, like, wait, I do have devotion. I can be devoted to something, and I can remain consistent. And consistency it doesn't look the same for everybody. It's what matters and what feels aligned and true and consistent for you, and not letting anything or anybody sway you from that, because that is also your truth. Your timing, your pacing, your ways of operating in this world that tries to confine you to one system, that's your truth. And also honoring that and respecting that, really respecting that, so that way others must respect it or go. Like, they must respect. And it's not anything, like, it just is what it is. And you're learning that it just is what it is, and you can only operate from your way of being, and you do it so well. And you're just finding your power within that, and that is just empowering you more and more. And that's the proof in the pudding, baby. It's the proof in the pudding. When you are tracking the way that you feel, and through the choices that you make, how you feel after them, when you really sit with them, and that's your indicator. So continue, like, just tapping into that. Am I making the best, most fulfilling, most fruitful choices that I can make? And going from there, depending on what your answer is, going from there and pivoting, when it feels right. And every time you do, you're just going to your higher, better path. And every time you make the decision forward, beautiful. Beautiful. And some decisions or steps, they may look or actually be like a step backwards or to the side, but that's also necessary. Like, we can't just be in one linear direction. We have to move. We have to move and pivot in different ways. If we're just going in one direct straight line, like, that's not nature. That's not natural. That's not natural to just be going in one straight line. Like, you're gonna be moving back and forth and side to side, and allowing life to have its ebbs and flows, but knowing that you are going forward regardless, sitting in the presence of those other directions and standstill points, and also honoring them because they're necessary. And we still gain so much from the stillness. We still gain so much from going backwards, because we're experiencing or sitting with something that obviously needs to be witnessed, and it obviously needs to be experienced and lived through. And by pushing it away or not accepting it or wishing things to be different, you're dismissing it and negating it in a way that it's going to come back around, because you haven't actually given it time to exist, and it needs to exist. And so when you sit in presence and honor it and allow it to be and exist and witness it and breathe into it, breathe life into it, and then breathe an essence of being into it, and allowing it to just be. And the next will come when it's meant to. And when you can have a level of non-attachment, non-interference with that, that's where you find your peace. That's where you're gonna find your peace, is when you can really just accept and find the beauty in life and the mundane and what you're experiencing, because life will just be so much more fulfilling in that way. It'll be so much more meaningful and purposeful when you can see life more expansively. That's you looking at a mirror and seeing yourself more expansively. Because you are an expansive being, babes. So expansive, so bright, so beautiful, so intelligent. Like, you have a genius to you, and that can't be denied. You can't deny that within yourself any longer. You have to live. You gotta live. You can't deny it anymore. So, what is your way of living? What does the best way of living look like and feel like to you? Like, what does it feel like? It feels the fuck good, but, you know, actually envisioning what those things really look like and mean for you. So good. So good. So good. It's all good. Even the bad's good. It's all good. You are just becoming so beautifully and so innately true to you and who you're destined to be here. And you know you're here for a purpose. You know you're here for a reason. You had to defy so many odds just to freaking be here in the first place. Like, and it's not just to live in a system that doesn't even align with your natural way of being. No. Hell no. Like, it's you actually getting to say, without any limitations or without systemic pressure, without the pressure of people and other things outside of your control, and even within it, without all of that, who the frick do you want to be? And how do you want to be in this life? How do you want to live it? How do you want to walk it? What are you able to do? What are you capable of? Testing yourself to push past your limits and actually realize your full potential. That's it. That's it right there. And it can look ordinary, it can look mundane, or it can look magnificent, and however, whatever, you know, it can be anything. And it can be within the system if that's what aligns with you, and finding something within that actually works with you and resonates with your soul, resonates with the way that you can express and create so purely and so uniquely aligned to who you are, because you have walked your own path in this life. You're a unique individual, as each one of us are. So what is your unique way of being in this world and showing others that they can be that too? Come on. Oh, okay. Use your freaking power. Use your voice. Use your way of being. Use your thoughts. Use thinking outside of the way that you've been told to think. Use your brain so much more expansively. This is what Einstein was talking about when he was talking about we only use 5%. Because we're limiting ourselves to think we only need to think one way, that we only can think one way. No, you can defy the freaking odds. You can defy the limitations and the frameworks that have been set in place. Because those were set in fucking place by other humans that didn't realize their full potential. Come on. Yeah. Y'all know. I don't need to even, but you know. I'm just here to amp it up. Because this is just the beginning. You're just getting started. You're just realizing. You're just like fully coming into realization. This is the initiation point. So don't let the doubts and whatnot, like, those are gonna creep in, because as you start something new, as you become something grander than you've realized, those pressure points are going to be there. And again, you've just pushed through, or you're pushing through already, so much pressure and limitations or old ways of being, that's what this has been training you for. That's what that's been training you for this whole time. To actually push through the threshold of who you truly are becoming, and who you are and are not, and who you will not allow yourself to be, and who you just want evolution, you want expansion, you just want to keep building and discovering your greater potential. That's it. So woot woot. Keep it fucking going. Keep it going, because again, it's just the beginning, and I can't wait to see who we all get to become, because we're no longer allowing pressure, limitations, conditioning, patterns, shadows, any of that to take over. You are using your fear and all of those things and turning that and transmuting that into your highest power. You are using your pain and, yes, pain and fear, and you're transmuting that into your highest power. Into your highest power. At this moment, we're still closing out the old. The fire horse is on the way. And so, yes, we just passed New Year's, the Gregorian calendar New Year's, right? But Lunar New Year's is still on the rise, and the spring is to come, and this spring is going to bring so much fruitful harvest for you. Like, I feel that so deeply. So much fruitful harvest. It's insane. Like, you're not even going to be able to project just how great, who and what you can become, and what your life can become through you living it can be and will be. Okay. 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 Yes. Oh, fucking love it. Love it. Okay. I'm gonna end it here. I'm ecstatic, because through all of the ebbs and flows, like, you still find a way to float and to do it so freely and abundantly, and in gratitude and grace. You still find a way to float through through it all, baby, through it all. And that's what makes you freaking beautiful and radiant, right there. That's what makes you so beautiful, radiant, and becoming as you embody. Keep shedding. Like, the snake year is ending. Let this final shed of what has limited you thus far in life, let this final shed go with grace, ease, love, honor, integrity. Send it love and let it go. Oh, send it love and let it go. So it is and so it shall be. Okay. Whoa. You're royalty. Keep it going. Okay. I love you. Let's chat if you want. Subscribe, like, whatever. I'll be here, and I'll see you next time.